There he is.
There he is. What's up, buddy?
This is I'm on the road. Another on the road podcast.
It sounds like it. I'm always
Here
hesitant.
we go.
I listen. I'm always. Hey, listen back to one. They're a little noisier, or I don't know what the word is. Just a little more muffled and whatever. But sometimes you drive through some dead zones, and then I have to have you repeat yourself, which
You called me right after they passed the dead zone, so perfect timing.
Oh.
We
So
should be good.
so what you got for me, buddy? What you got for
I,
us, for the
so
world?
I figured.
Hmm.
Usually I was thinking about this. Usually we've been talking about the Billy Fives drama. At the end of the show, and I'm so amped up at that point that I end up talking shit. So I figured we'll start off with it, so I don't say anything stupid this week.
Oh,
So,
I thought you had a lot of shit to talk and just didn't want to forget it.
no, I got an update though. I got a big update.
Uh, Other than your weight,
Oh, that's a whole nother story, my friend.
I'm
Uh,
big. I
yeah.
just figure. Yes.
Well, I did eat a lot of lunch today, which we'll get to in a minute. But let me get my Billy Five story out of the way because I don't want to. I get amped up, and at the end of the show, I'm so fired up. I start calling him names, and he listens. He really does listen
I
because
know. That's why I let you
right,
go.
I got a call this week from Billy Fives.
Okay.
So the phone rings, and I'm like on Sunday, and I'm like, oh no, yeah, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. It was during the AEW pay per view. Uh, Phone rings, and I see Billy Fives, and I literally looked at it and was like, I had a couple thoughts that ran through my head. The first one is maybe he's calling on accident. He butt dialed me,
Do you,
and then
do you immediately get nervous?
I did. I saw the call, and I let it ring like 5 6 times because in my head I'm like,
Oh, that's a
okay,
mistake
maybe.
too.
Well, I said maybe he called me on accident. Then I'm like, no, but then if I don't answer, and then like there's just I said, okay, what could he want? Now I'm nervous. He's gonna kill me over the phone or something. I don't know.
Right.
So I answered. I was like, hello. He's like, jackass. I was like, oh, here we go. We're starting hot and heavy. So yeah, he or fat ass. I think he called me. It was either fat ass or jackass.
There was
Either way, he's not wrong.
yeah.
So he called to say that in fine Billy fashion, as nice as he could, that there's an option. The show can continue on July 18th, me versus him, or as he puts it, my funeral, my death,
Yes.
or we could hold off till October because October is the big show at the casino. Uh, the casino shows their draw. I mean, what, you got to draw double, triple what the show usually draws, right? Maybe even more. I've never done a casino show there. Have you ever seen one?
I haven't been to one. No.
No. So, but I know from looking at Blake's pictures and talking to Blake, it's a pretty big show. So Blake won't be there for this one. But anyway, so I, I, I said,
He changed. He changed. What benefactors, employers? How do you want to
yeah,
put it?
yeah,
He's
hmm
no. He in his own mind, he's no longer welcome there.
right. That's like, yeah, he went from it was like, and it wasn't that big of a change. He went from like driving a Toyota Camry to driving like a Honda Civic.
Right.
It wasn't like he upgraded to like a Lamborghini.
Right.
So anyway,
To everyone but him, it's a lateral move.
right. Oh God, it's a good thing he doesn't listen to this.
He probably
Anyway,
was.
that was the fat man cough, by the way. I can't even laugh anymore. I'm so fat.
I
I
mean,
cough.
that was a wheezy.
Whew.
That had some dairy behind it, if you know what I mean.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I ate for lunch in a little bit. So anyway, so Billy says we can do it October 8th and 9th that weekend. Big show, bigger crowd. But Billy doesn't say things in a nice way. He's not like, "Hey pal, you want to?" He was like, "Yeah, I'll give you more time to get your fat ass in shape because I listen to the podcast and all you two talk about is food. I was like, oh, fuck.
He ain't wrong.
And I said, I even tried to throw it. No, I've been working out. He's like, yeah, but you're eating like a fucking whale. He's like, there's no way you're going to be in shape. I was like, no, I will. He's like, well, now you got till October. And what this means, he says, is now that you have a longer time span to get in shape, if you do show up out of shape, there's going to be big problems.
Yeah.
That's what he told me. There's going to be big problems if I show up out of shape.
He's extended you a courtesy, and if you slap him in the face by showing up a mess, it's not going to go well.
But he saved me by changing the date. But so now the date is October. Plenty of time for people to plan to come to this, right?
Wait, what was it? October what? Say it again. October.
I think it's 8th or 9th, whatever that Saturday is.
Oh, Lord.
It's a Saturday instead of a Sunday.
Okay.
So that's even better, you know?
As you talk, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. So October's a date, but, you know, the
9th. 9th is a Saturday.
9th, October 9th. So, you know, he's a very aggressive man. He seems very angry. So I better show up in shape or he's going to kill me. He made that very clear.
As far as I'm concerned, you're in trouble either way. But at least now you have enough time to get yourself into shape where you can survive this.
Well, he did say he ended the call with, first of all, he's like, "Oh, you brought my kids into it," and I'm like, "Oh God!" I was like, "Your kids brought themselves into this, pal." But
did you say it like that?
No, I didn't. I said, "Yes, sir. Yes." Sorry, sir. But he said, if you show up in shape because you got more time, maybe I'll let you come have a burger at La Tub with me. That's what he said after. Maybe. So he said, if you show up out of shape, there's no burgers. You're not coming to La Tub. You're not allowed in. So so we got a date now, October 9th. Gives me a little bit more time. I was even telling him, I was like, oh, I've been training, I've been boxing. He's like, you're not. Stop it. Just stop. He's like, you're fat. You just stop it. He's like, I listen to the podcast. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, we've been giving your strategy away here of no strategy.
Of no strategy, right? So I just wanted to get that out of the way, so I don't talk trash when I get fired up later.
I mean, yeah.
You're setting me up. I know you are.
I mean, whatever. How did you get? Wait, was it just the shit talk that Madison said to you? Is this the kids dragging the kids into a thing?
Well, I told him I was like, your daughter comes at me. Like I said, I told him what she said, and he's like,
wait, what did he say again? I forgot.
She told me that I better that if her dad lets me. She said he won't kill you; he'll just injure you badly. And she said, if you come with some weak chops,
right.
You better not come because he'll kill you. I was like, what? So yeah. But that means if I chop him, he's gonna chop me back. I just rather avoid the chops altogether.
Yeah. Although now that you've said it on here, he's going to
chop me.
He's going to initiate with chops probably.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. So, but I'll go ahead and just I'll incriminate my fat self immediately and say I went to Del Taco for lunch today.
Jesus.
You ever been to a Del Taco?
I mean, probably not since there's been one down here.
Which has been a while.
Yeah.
I went out of business in Florida a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I hit the Del Taco today because it's across the street from where I was. And, man, I went overboard.
I mean,
I went hard.
I mean, it's not October yet.
Right. I figured that. I mean, I don't know if a couple months.
Yeah.
But
it's not like you got to start.
This is the bulking phase.
Not like you got to start today or tomorrow or this month. I mean, you have plenty of time.
Right. I thought that for July. It's already June 1st. So I went to Del Taco. I ordered $3. They called them roll-ups. I literally ordered like this. I said, "Can I get 3 roll-ups?" And she said the flavors are chipotle, ranch, and something else, and
Yeah.
I said,
One of each,
can I
right?
just get one of each?
There you go.
Right. So I got one of each. I then ordered a grilled chicken burrito. I then ordered a chicken quesadilla.
Jesus, you
Uh,
fat son of a
I
bitch.
then ordered French fries and a lemonade.
Oh.
It was a very solid meal. So I ate it, and within 20 minutes, I was falling asleep at my desk. I couldn't breathe. I was like just gasping for air because I'm so fat. I literally was dozing off. Get
I
up to
wasn't
walk
sure
around.
whether you were going to be
Well,
passed out in a carb coma or on the toilet,
no, the
giving
toilet
back to
part
the
was
world.
fine.
Yeah.
No, it's just I'm fatigued. I was fatigued. Like it hit me hard. I was literally falling asleep, and then I got up
This
to
is
walk.
see. Listen, you're no great mind here. You're tricking me into doing the podcast early because you don't want to fall asleep at the wheel. That's what's going on here.
Oh, I mean, an hour drive's an hour drive.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Like, why don't we just
Yeah.
do it now? Oh, like, the car. Oh, all right, let's get it done now.
'Cause I just couldn't.
You fat,
I'm dozing.
you fat sack of shit.
But even when I got up to walk around today, like I said to myself, I got to get up and move because you're dozing off here. I I feel like my legs were heavy. I felt you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I felt like Jackie in one of his gout situations
Oh
he
my
had
god.
before. I was dying. Like my feet hurt, or my legs are heavy. My stomach is just it's so blown up. I look pregnant. Uh, I'm out of fucking shape.
You and me both, buddy. I just don't have a match in October.
Well, I got a little bit of time, so.
Yeah, you got
But
a little bit of time. You're gonna blink and it's gonna be late August and you're gonna be like, holy shit. You're probably gonna have to take like 2 weeks of vacation time off just to train 2 a-days.
oh, this is not going to be pretty. Like my back hurts. I've been pain. I had acid reflux all night. I couldn't even sleep. It was burning. It was just, yeah. So the but the segues into this.
Okay.
I sent you guys a little picture earlier on our thread of I am supposed to. I did take a booking for 2 weeks from now in Florida, or no, 3 or 4 weeks from now in Florida for the Rusty Brooks Memorial Show. And I thought I was going to work a guy named Soulman Alex G, who is, I mean, got to be in his like late 50s or something. I don't know. So I figured that would be easy because he's old. But they changed it today. And now it's me and two guys who one wrestles all the time and the other one is in really good shape. And I was like, there's no way. I can't hang with these guys. Like, there's no fucking way. But, people don't realize what this, two of these, they've been around a long time. One of these guys, he thinks I'm still like the old wrestler I used to be because he messaged me today and was like, oh, I'm so excited. And like, we're going to do this. Hit drop kicks. I'm like, drop kick. I can't get 3 inches off the ground, like, let alone put both feet in the air. And he's like going on and on. And I said, hey, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I haven't wrestled in over a year. I'm a fat shit. Like, I don't think that guy that used to wrestle is coming because it's not him. And he was like, yeah, but then we can make, because he's on TikTok too. And he's like, we can make TikToks. He's like, he said we can make TikTok. Can we make a TikTok during the match? Incorporate a TikTok into the match. Now, I'm all for that.
No, he's totally talking your game now.
Right, and I'm all for that because, like, anything that's not actually wrestling, I love to do in a wrestling ring.
Right, anything that involves inactivity in a
right.
Yeah, usually you incorporate eating donuts. So this is actually better for you in terms of like your health, but
right.
But
so I started immediately because I had talked to you earlier today, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to come down there for the show. Or it was yesterday I talked to you, and I thought maybe I'm just not even going to do the show because it's just a cluster, blah blah blah. But then the wheels started turning today, and I go, you know what? I don't know if anybody saw this past weekend on TikTok, or there was a wrestling TikTok that went like mega viral of a guy like throwing a girl off the apron through tables. Did you see it? I sent it to you, right?
It's just stupid. It was like in front of like 20 people, and
right.
She almost died. But yeah,
but it had like 10 million views.
Yeah,
right. So mega viral video, mega viral.
But there's a reason why.
Right, and I commented on it, and a couple people got mad at me, and one guy even said, "What do you know? You ever trained to wrestle? You ever take?" And I was like, "Yes, you asshole, I have." Like, fucking moron. And he stopped commenting after I said that, and then he wrote, "Yeah, okay, sure, lies." I was like, "Yeah, I give him a thumbs up." Anyway, the wheels started turning today, and I thought, "What can I do that weekend that goes viral?" Now, I'm not throwing anybody off of the thing off his apron, through the ring, through tables, like nothing dangerous. But then it hit me, and you know what I'm going to say. What needs to be done that show to go viral?
I don't know, because if you're going to the well for the 15th time with a pizza box table.
Oh, you know I am.
Oh,
I'm so going to the well, but that well has not seen TikTok. Like, it's not been like it hasn't been a real TikTok. Like, I posted some old videos, but not when I had 63,000 followers. I'm actively gonna wrestle, and I'm gonna put somebody through. I'll do a whole thing. Like, it's got to be a whole like funny comedy spot with donuts and donut tables, and it has to happen.
So are you gonna go to? Happen. Oh, so you can make it a donut table? Are you gonna go to like Dunkin' and get like? Well, there you go. That's how you do it. You go to Dunkin' and you try and get like I don't know how many boxes it would take to create a table, but get a bunch, because those boxes are with the colors, they're probably recognizable or something.
Right.
And then maybe
Dunkin' will,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they on TikTok, or are you wasting
They
your
are.
time?
They are on TikTok.
You should find whatever company, donuts, pizza, whatever fat fuck food you like shoving in your hole, the one that's most active on social media, like if it was Twitter, Wendy's or something like that, or Wendy's likes wrestling too, so they did. I don't know if they still do those tweets.
But
I mean it's not the
whole right.
It's not the worst idea. I'm just like, oh Lord, he's doing a pizza box table again. I mean, it was original the first time when we did it. And honestly, how many times have you done it? You've done it at least.
Oh, way too many.
At least 4 or 5, right?
Right.
Well, here's number 6. You
right.
And since Billy's your final match, you got to get it in with in this match, because Billy ain't gonna put up with that shit.
No, he's not. So I think if I could do something to, because now I'm like, okay, I could do, especially with ERA, because he's on TikTok as well. So maybe putting ERA through through a donut table.
ERA, which you didn't mention before. ERA is the one that called and was excited and wanted to do the TikToks.
Right. Because he's on TikTok, and he's had some good ones. He puts his daughter on a lot, so he has some good ones. But if I do that and I put him through a donut table with Dunkin', maybe this is it. This is my shot right here. This is it.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, I just feel like this is like not an original idea anymore. This is.
Yes, but it's not to us, but it is because A, I haven't wrestled in, forever and a day, and B, TikTok's not seeing this at this level. Like, this is new to everybody. They don't know. They don't know that I've used this 9 million times.
All right. I mean, okay.
I'm just saying. Why are you hating on the idea?
I'm not. I just it's because I'm not new to the idea, and I have seen it 5 times already.
I got a couple other ideas. I got a couple
All right,
other.
all right. I mean, I know obviously you are working. If you're considering doing this match, or you've committed to doing this match, or whatever, that you are, your mind is racing. Think of how many things you can do that don't involve getting
Actually wrestling.
Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
like one bump done. Are you even gonna bump once? Is the question.
So my goal is to not. If I can get out of this match without having to take a bump, that'd
Well,
be great.
well, you'll be heralded a genius by a few of us if you can get away with that.
And a lazy fuck by all the young guys.
Well, this is how it'll be. All these guys that don't know any better, who don't get it, are gonna be all like confused. You know, he didn't do a fucking thing. Why is he getting the biggest pop of the night? And it's like that's the idea. You don't have to wrestle to wrestle. But they won't get it. They'll be mad.
Right.
Because they'll be like,
So,
I did all that fucking stuff, that flippity do stuff, and my back hurts and my head hurts and blah blah blah. And nobody reacted like
I'm not flipping anywhere.
nobody reacted like when he put that donut in his face.
Right. So now the wheels are really turning because I'm like, okay, I don't have any gear to wear. Obviously, I'll wear the Breakfast Club tank top because we got to sell some shirts. Which, by the way, maybe we can sell some fucking shirts.
It's up to
right?
you. It's up to you. It's up to you if you show
why
up.
would we not?
I mean, I don't know how we can. It's not like any. Here's the thing. I'm a little concerned
You're
about.
like a fucking Debbie Downer.
No, because this is supposed to be a memorial show.
Oh, we're not supposed to sell shit.
And like maybe even like to pay for, like I don't know where the money's going. It's independent wrestling promoters. I don't know, but it's supposed to be a memorial show. Maybe it's tacky to sell merch at a memorial show. Like, I don't know.
Listen, I know Rusty.
No, that's
like
right.
no
It's
other.
Rusty.
Rusty would have.
I know
Rusty would have
too.
sold his shit.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. You're right.
And listen, if someone doesn't, and I'll do it if nobody else does. But Rusty's gimmick used to be, they'd like, call him out for his match. Come into the ring, Rusty Brooks, and like he wouldn't come out right away, and then he would stumble out of the curtain with his pants kind of like disheveled, and he'd have like toilet paper coming out of his ass or like on his shoe.
Right.
If nobody does it this show, I'm doing it.
Well, I'm sure no one's going to do it. No one's, please, like anyone's going to have attention to detail. This is South Florida Independent Wrestling. I mean,
yeah, I mean, he used to do it all the time, and everybody would laugh and be like, "He just came out of the shitter," But like,
you should literally come out of the shitter instead of the fucking entrance.
Instead of the back. Oh
Yeah.
my god! Yes. Yes.
They should almost like play remember I'm Married with Children? We're like, where's your father? And then you'd hear the flush from upstairs, and then he'd walk down also with and have the folded newspaper that they'd tuck under one arm. You should literally do that coming out of. They should play the flush,
out of the bathroom,
the flush sound, and then your music.
Yeah. That's funny. And so I'm thinking, what do I wear? Bottom wise, I'm about to search the internet tonight for basketball shorts that have donuts on them, just for this occasion, because I'm gonna wear them.
You could, or you could even get like plain ones and get some like patches put on them, like ironed on or sewn on or something. If you could,
I should get some Breakfast Club ones made.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think you're.
Too cheap for that.
You're too cheap. You're not resourceful enough, and you're not motivated enough. It's gonna be like putting off the diet, putting off actually doing it to get it done on time. You'll be like having to drive 2 hours out of your way to pick them up because they're gonna be ready the day before you have to fly down here. And see, you're laughing because you know it's true.
Well, you do. You're usually spot on with your assessment of my life. So, yeah, which is that's a whole other story for another day. But yeah, I'm kind kind of excited, but like I don't want to wrestle because I'm that out. I'm so out of shape. I'm actually like worried. I'm so out of shape. But I could start like next week or something or today. But I mean,
Del
you
Taco's
know,
already claimed today. You're gonna have to start.
yeah, today's a dead day. You're right. Yeah, I got another cannoli at home anyway.
There's no today,
Yeah.
pal.
No, but yeah. So that's the big news. But it's funny. So just a couple other little tidbits from the week. So a lot of people have been. We got a lot of new listeners who hadn't listened before, and some of the comments I get they're pretty funny. So
You're
one
breaking.
person was
You're breaking up a little. You're a little choppy. You must be hitting another one of
I'm choppy.
your little dead zones there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Or maybe not. Did you just hang up on me? Oh no, I like it's almost like I predicted.
No.
Hello, you. This is why we're not doing it in the car
No,
anymore. You son of a
We're
bitch.
good. We're good.
All
You
right.
can hear me now.
Oh, what happened? Did the mouse chew on your headphones or something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Jesus.
Well, Jesus, like I did something.
I heard you the whole time.
Well, you should.
What I was gonna say is that I
Shit on
you
you.
got a lot of. You're gonna shit on me what for what?
Well, when I got to fill the air because you're not part of the conversation, I'm just gonna shit on you.
Okay. What I was gonna say is we got a lot of new listeners who just started listening.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Well, I mean, there's only like 3 of them anyway. But
Yeah.
so I got some feedback on on the podcast, and one person said, "Oh, you guys talk about food on there." And I said, "Like that's what you took out of the podcast? You talk about food?" And then I thought about it, and I go, "We literally somehow always get back to food one way or another."
Because we're two fat fucks. Billy listens enough to know that we talk way too much about food to be in any shape. You to be in any shape to show up in a ring in July. There's just no.
No way.
I mean,
No fucking way.
it didn't take Sherlock Holmes. It only took Billy Five to figure that one out.
Yeah, well, I mean, he knows me very well too.
Not that I'm saying
But-
Billy Fives isn't very smart and clever. Let me clear that up. No.
You just said that. You just said Billy Fives is not smart.
No, I did not. He's smart.
No, that's what you said.
No.
Billy, I know you're listening. He said that.
Oh God, here we go.
He'll be in the front row.
There will be a knock at the door tomorrow around this time.
That's funny. Yeah, so no, we got some good feedback. Just that funny. They thought the Dr. Dave podcast, the Dr. David podcast was funny. I got a few of those on how we called him every name but doctor. Yeah.
What's the was there any follow up to that? Is Nick Nick the Dick out? Did he get a reprieve? Did you blackmail this dude or what?
Well, I sent the guy a message. He just didn't respond.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Nick has to do summer school, so yeah.
Well,
And Nick said that he's got. I think I said he's gotten like death threats at his other schools. I was like, oh, he's a fucking idiot.
This
Dr. Dave.
this teacher, Dr. Dave.
Yeah, Dr. Dave. So, but yeah, so I got some feedback on that. A couple people said, "Oh, you guys talk about food. I love it." I was like, "Yeah, we're fat fucks." Yeah, and I even got our good friend Corey who listens said that, man, on the Dr. Dave one, Ben was really instigating you going after Dr. Dave. I said that's what he does. That's what.
But I'm not wrong. It's not like I'm wrong.
No. But,
and I feel like that's like, why go through life, all vanilla all the time? We gotta spice it up every now and then and stir this shit up.
Right.
It's boring to just talk about uneventful shit. So we need to make some shit eventful in our lives.
All right, true. So, yeah, but that's all I got today. I will be going to Austin, Texas, June 15th, 16th, and 17th for a work meeting. So, That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we're gonna have to do some podcasts from Austin, Texas.
Oh my God! You can put some boots on and buy a hat for me so that we can
I should.
do it authentically. We should. You should.
Listen. When I said it was this was summer of AJ. This is the summer of AJ.
Oh my God! You can't afford it to be the summer of AJ. You're gonna be in real trouble because what comes after the summer of AJ? The fall of AJ. Literally, the fall of AJ.
The hard fall. That's when they'll be doing the A&E documentary, the rise and fall. It'll be called the fall and fall. Further, there was never a rise.
It's not a rise. It's more of an expanse. The expanded fall.
The expansion. But and then tonight I am doing another invited.
Oh, that's great. I don't know what you said, but that's fantastic. I can't wait for tonight. You broke up again.
You couldn't hear me?
No.
No, there's no breaking up. That's
yeah.
you.
No, it was choppy. Come on. What are you doing tonight?
I'm on another podcast.
Oh, this is why you're trying to already get rid of me and have me doing it on the drive home. Because
no joke, that's exactly why.
Because our normal time's been given away to somebody else. You whore, sleeping around on me.
Right.
Podcasting around on me. I feel fucking cheated on.
I'm an international podcast star.
I don't know about that. You're more of like if podcasts were regional, that's definitely what you would be. You'd be like Go ahead.
What? The regional star? Is that? Why do you? You're like burying me today.
Listen. It's part of the
shtick here.
It's good for the brand.
Well, I got invited to do 8:00 tonight, a Zoom podcast. It's called "Take It Up with Tommy."
Oh my God! We got to see your fat face. Jesus Christ!
Tommy C. He's a police officer in New York City, and I got invited to do his podcast tonight. I think I'm his first guest. His first podcast was just him like talking about the podcast, and now I'm his first guest.
What's the gimmick? Does he do it from the squad car?
No, he does it at home, but he'll do. He's got 30,000 followers on TikTok. But yeah. So this is a big deal. I'm expanding my celebrity status.
Now,
here.
This isn't gonna go anything like the one you and Blake did with what was his name? Dwayne
Headley.
Dwayne Headley.
Which was probably the best ever.
What a disaster that was. You and I. Okay, so for anyone that hasn't seen this, you should go to our YouTube channel and find it. I think I also put it as a 3-parter on TikTok way back in the day on the Breakfast Club TikTok.
Yeah.
You and Blake got the giggles so bad that for like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, you filmed yourself on speakerphone I guess you were in a hotel room, and Blake was probably here in Boca, and the other guys. You guys were like doing that thing where one would be laughing and it would make the other one laugh, and then you'd get your shit together and you'd start trying to talk normally, and then the other guy would giggle and it would set you off again. It's 2 minutes of you guys making each other laugh uncontrollably. You're red-faced, you're crying, you're gasping for air. It's fucking... You guys... I don't think you guys say 10 words in like 2 minutes.
No, I couldn't... Well, so that podcast, we got on, and it was like a shit show from the start. Like, he couldn't get it recorded. He was like... There was technical issues. He didn't know who we were, but he invited us on the podcast, and I started laughing. I can hear Blake laughing, and we couldn't even get a word out. We were laughing so hard. Like, I couldn't talk, he couldn't talk, and every time we'd like start to settle down, Dwayne Headley would say something really fucking stupid, and the two of us would just lose it again because he couldn't get it to work. He's like, I don't know why this isn't working, but it was recording the whole time. I was recording.
Well, you were. Well, that was the funny thing. It was like, I can't imagine how long it was going on before you decided to start recording it, because you started recording it and you were already dying. You were already out of breath and crying and whatever. So I'm like, how much of this did we miss? And it was still like a solid chunk of you two, like just just like enough to settle down, catch your breath, and then the next guy to get you started again. It was funny. Speaking of Blake, I had him over.
I know
for the AEW pay-per-view.
How'd that go?
I mean, fine. Blake's Blake.
How much did it cost you?
Did it cost me? I mean,
did you pay him to be there?
Huh?
Did you have to pay him to be there?
No. This wasn't a paid gig.
Oh.
He he does. This is Blake's routine. This time he showed up on time, but most times he's late. Just like Gangrel used to call him Late Blake.
Right.
He usually shows up late because he's like this. He makes these things into these weird little Blake events where he preps and like buys like food at like maybe one place if he's getting like 4 fucking things, or 2 places if he's decided to mix it up. And he'll come, and of course there's no call. It's been like, I stopped razzing him about it because it doesn't sink in, but it's like he'll show up with like a ton of food all for himself. No, like, I got everybody's stuff, and definitely no call beforehand or message going, hey, I'm stopping by, I mean, like, either Whole Foods or, I mean, all kinds of places. Right. He's gone to, like, the Cheesecake Factory and bought food. None of, like, I'm going here, does anybody want anything? Not even my treat, but I would pay for it.
Right.
I'm not
gonna have to go out.
I'm not like, you cheap fuck, buy me something since I'm buying a $50 pay-per-view that you're coming over to watch. God forbid he bought something, like just because, it's the right...
A donut, anything.
Well, when you come over to someone's house as a guest, usually you bring something. It's kind of like, But no, I'm one of those guys, bring yourself, that's gift enough. That's fine. I mean, Jackie was like that too. We didn't care. But at least say, hey, I'm going here. Do you want me to get anything for you? And you pay me for it. That's fine. I'll pay him for it. None of that. Every time it's just he shows up with a bunch of goodies, hasn't thought about anybody else. It's fantastic. And then he goes and he's like, after a match or two, he'll go stand over by the bar kitchen area and be eating over there instead of coming over and sitting with us and eating, because he's like, I don't know. It's like kind of like like he eats like he's in prison, like with an arm around the plate guarding it, with like a stabbing fork in his hand to like stab you if you reach over towards his food. Because he and then he like, he and Marco smoke a little bit, and then like you could set your clock to it that he'll nod off during the pay-per-view. Because now not only has he been fed, but he's indulged. So now he's nice and sleepy, and so like it's every pay-per-view he comes over, he nods off during. I mean, like the WrestleMania, WrestleMania was the funniest one. He got a whole pizza for himself. We got all these pizzas. He's like he had to get one for himself with what Blake wanted on it. And he ate it, like he took the whole pie and sat it in his lap and ate it. And he got mad when I started filming him. He's like really neurotic about food. He made once at Jackie's, he ordered like, everyone's just eating what Jackie served. And Blake like ordered his own stuff. And it had to be, he made like meatball stuffed garlic rolls. Right? Yeah. And he had like 6 or 8 of them. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Can I try one? Can I have a bite? I mean, you would have thought I asked to fuck his sister in front of him or something, the way he looked at me.
Oh, God. So what did he bring this time?
You know what? I was so over it at this point. I was like, I don't think I even invited anyone to this. I think Blake just said, I'm coming over for the pay-per-view. So it's like, all right, I guess that's cool. And Mark will come and Natalia will come. It'll be a whole thing. So that was fine. I don't care. He knows that I open door policy whenever I'm actually watching something. If he wants to come, he's always welcome. But it's fun to take a shot. But I don't know. It was a bag of something. It looked like it could have been Whole Foods or Publix, or it was something. I didn't. This time I just I don't know. For some reason, I didn't want to poke the bear and make him neurotic. I was going to go over there and dig through everything and make him worried that I was going to touch his food or breathe on it or God forbid, suggest I have a taste of something. But I figured I'd let him off this time. Next time, though, next time he comes over and doesn't offer,
it should be a whole spectacle.
Oh, I'm gonna make a scene. I'm gonna TikTok it and everything.
We'll end it with this today. So you're talking about nodding off.
Yeah.
This is the level of fat that I am. I shot a couple hoops yesterday. I played some basketball just in the driveway.
I know this story.
And I was just like by myself, just shooting, getting the ball shooting. And I was gonna lift weights, and I sat down in the patio chair in the garage. The garage is open, and I sat down just to kind of give myself a breather from shooting hoops. And I don't know what happened, but I just nodded off. I was out. Like I fell asleep. Like that's something my dad would do. And I nodded off.
You're becoming your old man.
Yeah, and then Lex opened the door, and it startled me, and I got up, and she's like, "Were you sleeping?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I wasn't sleeping." I was like,
"Never show weakness.
Work out.
Never show weakness in front of the kids."
Right, and let me tell you, it was like 30 minutes later. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was out in the garage, out, and then I worked out. But when I was talking to my brother later on, he's like, "What'd you do today?" I said, "I was playing ball." I said, "I sat in the garage, I took a nap." He's like, "What are you, Dad?" He said, no. I was like, "Fuck, I'm becoming him."
Oh
Shit.
my god! Next thing you know, it's always going to be too cold in the house. How's your night drive again?
Oh, it's bad already. But
have you had to shit at a fucking CVS this week?
Yeah, no, and well, he did pull. My dad pulled a move today already. I called him, and my mom is on speakerphone because everything he does is on speakerphone. Whether you're in a restaurant, anyway, he always answers because he can't hear if he puts it to his ear, but he can hear it on speakerphone. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't, yeah, because it's even more distorted on the speakerphone. Yeah.
And he's got it on speakerphone, and she's screaming out. I was like, "What are you yelling about?" I was like, "What? I can't hear you. You got to calm down." And he's like, "I don't know. They took a drive because that's what they do when you're old. You take a drive when you're old, apparently." Jesus. We took a drive, and my mom goes, "We were 7 miles from the house. I don't know what this idiot did, but now we're 36 miles away." I'm like, "How do you go 30 miles out of the way?" He went the wrong direction, then decided to take a side road, and it took him all the way back to the same spot he was, and then he had to start over. And then, so I said, "Why don't you use GPS?" "I hate that damn GPS. It's never right." I said, "You just drove 30 minutes in the wrong direction, and you're saying the GPS isn't right? It's you that's not right." But he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. So I'm turning into him. That's the moral of the story here.
I can't wait. I can't wait till you're giving your kids the treatment your dad gives you.
Yeah, sure. So that's it. I'm turning into my old man. Trouble. That's all I got today.
You can have Nick come over. Come over in 20 years, look through your Pokemon cards. This is how this is gonna go.
Yeah. I got one eye open. I'm like, I can't see.
Oh, where are you now? Why you walk? I can hear the wind and stuff. What's going on?
Because listen. Perfect. I just pulled into the house. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make some chicken cutlets and some rice.
Fat fuck. Right.
I'm gonna work out.
I got
another podcast to do.
This is why we're cutting the podcast. First of all, we're early because you're cheating on me and you're going and doing someone else's. Now you're cutting it off because
we're 43 minutes in.
Because it's feeding time for Fatty over there. And Jesus Christ.
Like I'm some sort of zoo animal.
This is, basically, I should just bang the bucket till you swim up and I throw a few in your fucking face.
Oh, you dick.
All right, buddy.
All right. Goodbye. I'm done with you.
Wait. One more thing.
What?
Big show Thursday. Well, technically Friday for everyone who downloads it. It will be our 100th episode of the Furlough Files. We're gonna have lots of surprise guests. We might even do We might do a This Is Your Life.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I can't wait.
I'm nervous who you're going to get in there.
Oh, well, I've already researched.
If I get on if I get on the line and you're like, "We got the squatter on live," I'm hanging up.
We get all kinds of ex-girlfriends and wives and
Oh, this is not going to be good.
people you disrespected in the wrestling industry.
This will be a long podcast.
Yeah. Well, it might be just us talking about you after you've hung up. All right. I don't know.
I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Actually, I don't know who's coming. It might just be you and me.
We'll see.
All right. Okay, bye.
I got chicken cutlets to make. Goodbye.
You fatty.